Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. This is Crafting with V. Hi, Melanie. How are you? Hi. So, how is everyone doing today? Stardust has decided to join us today. She's being very affectionate today. But what I am working on right now is something in the air. I figured I would join Granny with the 310 because this has a lot of it. Almost this entire square is 310. So I'm going to be working on it a little bit today. Um, how is everyone doing? Hi, Connie. Hi, Granny, Melanie. This, Granny, I was, maybe if I can talk. Hold on just a second. Okay. So true, because I want to get this painting finished. And I started deciding to go up and down on this last little bit because I didn't want to do just 310 alone. Good morning, Margie. Well, my work week is just starting. So today will basically be my Monday. I work Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. So, but I decided that I was going to work on this for my weekend retreats, though. I think I have decided that I am going to do the PR package one that I got, the semi truck with the eagle and all that. But I want to wait until I get in my trays from Temu that I have ordered. So we'll see how well that goes, because there might be times that I take it with me to work, even though it's a bigger painting. Well, Melanie, I hope your weekend goes a lot better. I can't say that I really dislike my job. I don't mind it. I don't love it, but I don't dislike it. There's times it gets a little frustrating, but I think you run into that with any job. Hi, Beth. How are you? So, I won't have to take my daughter to work today. She's already gone to work. The kids are in the other room. My son is watching over them. So, we'll have to cut it just a few minutes short because of that. I do have, I don't know how many of y'all have seen the Walmart Diamond Dots one. I ended up buying 2 more canvases, and I'm going to be putting those out here pretty soon. I'm going to try to record one of them tomorrow and put it up. I'm not much of a tea drinker. I will drink tea here and there. Now, iced tea is a different story. But I'll drink iced tea more than I should. I try to stay away from it. I know, I really had a hard time choosing. I chose 3 of them altogether. So, and I finally found them. I've been checking for every time I go grocery shopping. I would check to see if they had them in. And they finally got them in. But 2 of them I think I'm going to do for my brother for either his birthday or Christmas. So I'll probably start on those here pretty soon. You know, Beth, that's a tragedy. I'm always telling my kids that coffee is my favorite meal. And they're like, Mom, coffee is not a meal. But I love coffee and I've had to cut back on it quite a bit. I only get my 1 cup a day. So, unfortunately, I don't drink nearly as much coffee as I used to. That one is really cute, and I think that it'll go very well in my brother's den. I don't know what it is. I start talking today, and then all of a sudden I am coughing, and my voice is going a little bit like crazy. I was fine before this. Hey, I finally have people that agree with me. Yeah, my kids are always saying it's not a meal at all. Stardust, do not jump on the computer. Come on. She's deciding, am I going to make Mama mad? But she is very affectionate today. I'm going to take a drink of this and then I'm going to get back to putting some 310s down. I feel so sorry for you, Beth. I love my coffee. And you know what's bad is I've drank coffee my whole life. I started drinking it whenever I was about, yes, it was about 8 years old. My grandparents in the morning would sit around the kitchen table and just have coffee and something small like a donut or something like that. So I started asking if I could have coffee and they let me. And whenever I got it, it was just, they would always ask me back then, would you like a little bit of coffee with your sugar? Because I used to put so much sugar in it. I don't know how I drank it back then, being that sweet. I don't know what it is because I was fine before I started doing my video. But it's okay. Like I said, next weekend for the weekend retreat, I'm probably going to be doing the truck. Hopefully, I will have this painting done and ready to give to my grandson. Because this just is not my favorite painting, and there's nothing wrong with it. The stick and everything is good. It's just not one that I would normally do myself. I think I'm more that way now than I am the sugar. Of course, I use, my mind went blank. Trivia. What is it, Axel? here in just a little bit, okay? My grandson came in here asking if he could have a drink. Close that door. And he walks off without closing the door. That's okay. Can y'all hear my fan that I have going on here? If you can, I'll turn it off, but it's a little bit warm in this room back here, or maybe it's just me. Because in the mornings I wake up and it's like somebody turned on the oven. Okay. I just have my little fan right here. I love this little fan. I got it for $3 at Walmart last year whenever it was started going into winter. And I left it in the box till this year, got it out. Absolutely love it. Hopefully they go on sale again this year because I will definitely pick up a couple. But yeah, I'm just last night I went to bed probably about 10:30 or so and woke up about 3:30 this morning and could not go back to sleep. And then whenever I finally did go back up to sleep, I wake up and it's 7:30 already. Like, okay, I've got enough time to get my coffee in, or at least get started on drinking my coffee and everything before I start my live. Well, then I noticed that Granny has her Gab session out, so I start watching it, and I was almost late to my own live. I wasn't paying attention to the time. I was just I didn't start getting ready for the live till like 15 minutes before time for it to start. So that might have been, if y'all were looking for it ahead of time. Normally I try to set it up at least 30 minutes before so that it'll show up for y'all to click on, get reminders, and all that. I might have to, at least until school starts back, because I'm only able to do like one WIP and chat a week right now. With the kids being here and everything, it's just, it takes up a lot of my time for my WIP and chats. Y'all would be constantly having kids come in here in the middle of it. That is so true. What else was I going to tell you about? I know that there was something that I was going to tell you about. And for the life of me, I cannot remember what it was. I'm going to have to start making notes. And I do sometimes, but I'm going to start having to make notes on every WIP and chat. Thank you so much, Tita, for stopping by. Have a good time whenever you go out shopping today. Yeah, mine, it seems like every time they're here, the first thing that they want is they're like, can I have something to drink? Can I have a snack? It's like they never eat. Or at least it seems like it in their minds. But yeah, I'm sure before the end of today we'll have a few more times of them coming in here. And I haven't decided whether I'm going to set it back out or not. But I had them some Kool-Aid set up in there so that they could just get a drink whenever they wanted. Or it was Hawaiian Punch because I wanted to reuse the bottle for it for Kool-Aid. Well, I got this little pump that goes in there so that they can just get a cup and push it like the Coke machines. They went through that whole jug of Kool-Aid or Hawaiian Punch in 2 days. I guess I'm a little bit different because my grandma was not like that at all. You ate whenever there was dinner, and sometimes they would have a snack in the afternoon. But you didn't get a whole lot of snacks during the day. Now, I could get away with it at home. But as far as going to grandma's house, that was a big no-no. But my grandma also just we lived on her trailer court. We lived in a house on her trailer court. So we were right next door. She would probably run out of food as much as we tried to eat. Because it was me most of the time, but then my cousins would be over there quite a bit. And there was a few kids that my mom babysat. And we would always end up at my grandma's house. I am the youngest sibling, but of all the kids there, I was not the youngest. Just in my family, or my immediate family. I had 3 of my cousins were younger than me that came there all the time. And then, of course, the kids that my mom used to babysit were actual babies whenever they were there. But I don't want to open up my other bag of 310s just yet, but I might have to. So I'm not able to get enough on here and put new wax in this pen. I am so proud of myself. I'm actually using a 5-placer today instead of just a 4-placer. And it's actually working out pretty well. I don't know how. I just couldn't make myself single place all of these, Granny. Way too much 310. But no, whenever I take Joshua to work, I pass a place. It's a swimming park. It's called Bluff Hole. Beth, I don't know if you've ever heard of it. You might have since you live here in Arkansas. But I pass this every time I take Joshua to work. And every time I go by there, it reminds me so much It reminds me so much of whenever I was growing up. My uncle would let, I was really close to my Uncle JB. And he, before she passed away, he was married to my aunt, Aunt Valita, that I was named after. But anyway, even after she passed away, he still came by the house every day. He was still so much part of the family. But he would always take us up to Bluff Hole during the summer to swim. And he would let us stay for a couple hours, but he would just sit up there on the top and watch us swimming and stuff. And on the way up there, he had an El Camino. I remember he would let us sit in the back of the truck because normally it was me, my brother, sometimes my cousins would be along. Just a few of us, and then sometimes it was just me, but he would let us sit in the back of the truck all the way up there. And it was like a 15-minute drive to get up there from the house. Used to have so much fun with that. You do that today and you're going to get in trouble for sitting in the back of the truck. You know, I used to always single place, and I do still quite a bit. My favorite placer, though, is a 2-placer. And then the 4-placer, but I just could not do it with this much black. And I can do better at multi-placing on rounds than I can on squares. Squares, 2 to 4 is the limit. I can't do any more than that, and the 4s are few and far between. But this one, I'm actually doing pretty good with the 5-placer. I don't even know why I picked it up, but it's working out really well. I cannot wait till I get in my trays that I've got coming from Temu. Hopefully they'll be here by the end of the week, so I can start kitting up that truck for the weekend retreat. But I've also got some other paintings in there that I've been wanting for quite a while. So I went ahead and got those. And eventually I'm going to order some more of those mini paintings. I've gotten 3 of them done. And they are great to take with me whenever I'm door dashing, but I think it'll be even better once I get those other trays in as well, because I can, if I get an order, I can just put the lid on it and go. Not have to worry about putting them back in the container or anything. Lexi absolutely loves her bricks. But I was telling her about these, and she ordered some of these the other day too. No, it wasn't a tragedy. Nothing ever happened. It's just a happy memory of going up there. We had so much fun with that. And I understand why you can't ride in the back of a truck now. And there are so many tragedies that happen, even today, with that. But back then, that never crossed my mind. It was also whenever I was growing up, whenever I would ride in his El Camino, I would always stand behind the seat. And you can't do that anymore either. But yeah, he would come and get me every day. He would always go out to Walmart and just walk around to see people and talk to people. He would come and get me every day, and I would go out there with him. And then it never failed. I would always end up getting something to bring home. He would always buy something. But even me and my brother, actually, he lived with my brother whenever he got older, and we both took care of him until he passed away. He ended up getting dementia really bad. He had fallen and broken his hip, and we would both go up there and watch him, take care of him. No, there actually has. Have you heard of WIP before? Because there has been quite a few people drown up there, and quite a few accidents, because even though I was never brave enough to go over there, but you could swim to the other side of Bluff Hole and jump off of the bluff down into the water. There has actually been quite a few injuries and deaths happen there from that. Just people not paying attention, but I never was brave enough to go over there. It's actually in Mulberry, Arkansas. It's a small little town. But now, today, I would probably never take my grandkids there or anything, because I've heard that it has gotten, there are so many snakes and stuff there. But I still see people there all the time whenever I drive by swimming and stuff. So I don't know. I just haven't been there in a long time. But yeah, whenever I talk about Uncle Jay, one of the first things I remember is his El Camino. And on the 21st of July would have been his birthday. But I think I'm going to have to open up my other thing of 310s. What's bad is I'm going to open this up, and then I still have one more bag. And I've probably filled this already twice. I think there was like 5 bags. Yep, I just could not imagine it, but I'm not I don't really have a fear of heights unless it's something that I don't have something to hang on to. But I don't have the best outlook on heights. If you're just walking up to a bluff or something without anything to hold on to, it scares me to death. You only have 3? I think this one had 5 altogether, but I've already used a lot of it. But I'm hoping that I won't even have to open that other bag. Maybe that'll happen. But no, Melanie, you're the one that has those other ones from the other trays from Temu, right? The ones like I have coming in. So, does, the way how you sent the picture of them, do the lids stay on there really well? Because I want to take them with me whenever I'm door dashing. That's why I'm asking if I can put them in a box and the drills will, the lids will stay on pretty good. Okay. That's what I was wanting to hear because Lexi even ordered some of them too. So once I get those in, I'm probably going to make another order for some more of them. I'm going to see how many it's going to take to fill up my tower behind me. And then eventually I'm going to get another couple of towers to put more on. And I'll use my trays that I already have there a lot, but then I'll have my other ones in case I want to take something with me. How did I do that? I missed placing some of them down. I'm not paying attention. I'm not rolling them on the canvas like I should. And there's me not picking up a drill and trying to put it on the canvas. I think so, but I don't know. I haven't heard of the cedar mill. It's not too far from Fort Smith, Arkansas. But I don't know. There is a train that runs in Van Buren, Arkansas that I've been on once before. Whenever I was probably 12 years old. And one of my grandma's tenants invited me to go on the train up there with them with her little boy. I love that. I want to go back. I haven't seen it in a long time. But I don't know about a cedar mill. Hmm. Now I'll have to look into that. But I told y'all about the movie being filmed in Van Buren, didn't I, last week? I showed y'all some pictures of it. And you know what? I never put those in my WIP and chat like I was going to. I'll have to remember that for this next one. But yeah, we used to go swimming there all the time. And I'm going to have to fill my pen with more wax. Right now, I'm just using blue wax. I've almost got this blue wax used up. It's just a tiny little town. There's not much to it. It's got a gas station, a park. Yes, Axel? Can you have your snack now? Can you wait about 20 more minutes? Go ask Uncle Go ask Uncle Josh. Okay? Axel's pretty. The other day, I kind of got onto him because he was sitting at his computer in there watching movies and stuff, and he was yelling, "Can I have a snack?" And I kind of ignored it. And he finally came in here and asked, and then I explained to him, you can't just, if you want something, you've got to come in to me and ask. You can't just yell it and expect me to get it for you. So he's been coming in and asking now. And I know I'm going from one subject to another, but with those, yes, Josh.
When I said now, I forgot you were here and asked me.
Sorry about that. Hi, Candace. How are you? But with those trays, I've got 32 of them coming in because I got a really good deal. And I'm wanting to get enough of them, probably, if they work out well. Hold on a second. Okay, I didn't want to cough in y'all's ear. And then I go and still cough. But yeah, I want to get enough to do one of my bigger paintings with eventually. But for now, it'll be for the smaller ones. Yeah, Josh thought that I was already gone until he heard me talking in here. But, man, I think today's been the worst that my allergies have gotten in here. Bullet here lately, he's been hacking and coughing my little chihuahua. So I don't know. I'm probably going to have to go to the vet and get him some allergy medicine. But the other day I walked in and I don't know what was going on with Stardust. But me and Josh both got off of work at the same time. And we walk in and Stardust has just got the zoomies. She was all over the place, jumping at nothing, jumping in the air. If I could have got my phone out quick enough to record, I would have. But it was in my bag that I was carrying in from just getting off work. But it was so funny. She just jumped up against the wall. She was bouncing all over the place. And then Bullet walked up and she bounced in front of him and he about jumped out of his skin. Because she has came up to him and slapped him quite a few times just for the heck of it. But then again, Bullet aggravates her all the time too. So it's not like he doesn't deserve it sometimes. And Bullet. Want to come and say hi? Come here. Y'all see Stardust all the time. This one's Bullet. You're not gonna look at the camera? Huh? You're not gonna look at the camera? He's like, nope, not gonna look at it. He's one of those lap dogs that likes laying beside you in the chair, but he doesn't like it whenever you're sitting there holding him. He wants to be close enough for you to pet him and all that, but he doesn't like to be held. She was very happy. I think somebody snuck in and gave her some catnip or something. But Bullet's my little old man. He's probably almost 15 now. We've had him for quite a while. I actually got him from a coworker that was going out of business of selling chihuahuas. She would breed them and then sell them. And she gave him to me free of charge. And I could have got his papers, but I didn't. I didn't figure there was any need of it. I wasn't wanting to breed him or anything. He was strictly going to be a pet. So. I know her. I love watching all of Granny's videos. In fact, I was almost late to my own live because I wasn't paying attention to the time. But I'm hoping that Tuesday I'll be able to put out my coffee chat and WIP. Hopefully I can start getting 2 of them out each week once school starts back. And I will have some unboxing and bagging videos coming up pretty soon. It seems like every time I make plans to do a bunch of videos, something happens. And I'm only able to get like 1 or 2 videos out a week. But that's okay. Josh already left this morning. I know I called Joshua Josh earlier, but I try to distinguish for y'all guys, for everyone here, but then sometimes I forget. Josh went over to do his mama do's, as he calls them. He goes and checks on his mom every Saturday morning, takes her to the store if she needs to go, and all that. Of course, she has our other car. We have a little older model Volkswagen that Josh bought as an extra car to have. And we pretty much leave it for her whenever she needs it. But she likes for him to come over and check, and I guess just for the social part of it. So he goes over and checks on her every week. Oh, speaking of that, I went and saw my mom yesterday, and she seemed to be in a better mood. She seemed to be feeling a lot better yesterday. She's still not back to herself, and it still worries me, but I could see a little bit of an improvement in her yesterday. So, because my mom used to call me every day, 3 or 4 times a day. Now she'll call me maybe once or twice a week. And I try to call her and she doesn't answer the phone. So I call up to the nursing home and check on her quite a bit. Or if August has heard from her, I'll call him and see if he's heard from her. But she just doesn't call as much as she used to. And once school starts back, I'm gonna try to go by and start seeing her at least a couple times a week. And I'm going to get the internet set up on her TV. We bought her a huge TV in there so that she could see it because she's technically legally blind. And I think once a week, what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to sign into YouTube over there. I think that she would really enjoy your videos, Granny. So I'm going to try to do that at least once a week, sign into YouTube and put it up on her TV, and we might watch Granny together. I think that she would get a kick out of all of your videos. So once school starts back, that's what I'll probably be doing. I'll be able to on Tuesdays. I might have to take Remy with me, but that's okay. I can handle chasing one kid through the nursing home. I do too. I'm hoping that they're able to keep that infection away. That's true. I think that she would really enjoy your videos. I'm really hoping that they keep the infection away. This last time, whenever they checked, it was gone. So, I'm hoping that they can keep it that way and she'll be able to have that surgery on the 22nd. And everything goes well with that, and I'm hoping that that will make everything a lot better. One of these days, I might try to see if I'll ask her permission before I do it, but I'll see if she wants to be in one of the videos. She would be. Granny, y'all all on the beginning of my videos, that picture that's up in the corner is me and my mom at the nursing home that I took. I believe I took it at the nursing home. But I have that picture on there with me and her just for that. I love seeing that picture with her smile in it. And that's what I'd like to see on her face again. A lot more. So I gotta figure out how to get. I've tried before. I'm gonna get one of the nurses to come in there next time I go down there and help me get her TV set up on the internet down there. Because she's got a smart TV. So she should be able to connect, and they've got Wi-Fi for everybody down there. And the bad thing is it used to be set up, and then something happened, and whenever they reset something, it's no longer set up. So she can get her cable channels and stuff, but that's it. She's normally always got a Western on. That is her absolute favorite thing to watch is Westerns. And I think one of her favorite movies was Gone with the Wind. And to be honest, I've never watched that movie all the way through. Starting to get choked up again. We have already been on here for 50 minutes. Can you believe that? This hour just seems to fly by. It's like you blink and it's gone. And I've actually gotten a little bit of diamond painting done. I have never done either. I'm going to have to at least watch the movie. I think I'll have to watch the movie before I read the book. Just for the fact that with a lot of books that they make into movies, I get it so excited. And look at that. That one did not place well. A lot of movies that they make from books, if I've already read the book, I'm so disappointed in the movie. Margie, if I didn't have to go to work, I wouldn't mind staying on here a little bit longer. But I'm still in my sandals and I still got to go in there and get ready for work. I've actually, a lot of times, I'm still in my pajamas, or at least the t shirt that I sleep in at night. But ugh, I would not mind staying on here for a little bit longer if I could. And it used to be on Saturday mornings, I didn't have any kids here or anything, so this was the perfect time to do my lives. But then Courtney goes and switches jobs, which is better for her because it's here in town instead of having to drive 20 minutes away to get to work. If I move it up much earlier, I may be late to my own lives. Because I didn't get out of bed this morning until 7:30. I woke up, and that's my problem is I will go to sleep and then I'll wake up, it seems like, every time between 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning. And then I'll just lay there for a couple of hours before I go back to sleep. There was one Saturday morning that I didn't get out of bed till like 8:30, and I was rushing around to get everything set for the live. But that being said, I also stayed up pretty late that night trying to finish a diamond painting. And there's a lot of times I won't be able to sleep, and then eventually I'll be so tired that I'm just knocked out. Nothing's going to wake me up. But hopefully this weekend goes well at work. The last few weekends haven't been that bad. Other than last weekend, the gate deciding that they weren't going to put in the phone numbers because they thought, well, the drivers give you all the phone number anyway. why do we need to get the phone number? So they were putting in the facility phone number instead. So we print out the paperwork, which automatically texts the drivers telling them that their paperwork is ready with this new system. And none of them were coming in to get their paperwork. We were like, what's going on? So we were having to call all of them. And then Josh had went to lunch, and I was looking at something. I think I could not read a phone number, and I was trying to find where it had the phone number in the new system. And I actually couldn't find it on the once the paperwork had been printed, because I was going to check the phone number that with what was on the paper. And I started looking through there, and all the ones that were checked in had our facility number on them. And I was like, that's why. That's what's going on. None of the drivers were getting their text. So had to call over to the managers and ask them to call down there to tell them that they need to put the phone numbers in. And I would have done it. I would have called down there nicely and asked them if they would make sure that they put the phone numbers in. But the last time that I did that, they got mad about it. So I just went ahead and told the management, that way somebody else could call down there and ask them. But after that, the weekend went real smoothly. Everything went great. No issues. We even got out of there half an hour early. But I believe that we have ran out of time. I have so enjoyed our chat today. Everyone, hope y'all have a wonderful weekend, especially since most of y'all probably don't have to go to work this weekend. Have a wonderful weekend. Enjoy your week. I will see everyone next time. Everyone take care and just have fun. I had so much fun today. I'm glad you didn't miss it too, Candace. I will see you next time. Bye.